Down Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, New York.
Jones going to get this out wide to Tony. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You talk about this Giant defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Giants. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Maybe a free play for Watson. Throw left side, he's got Tillman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Here's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The handoff to Ford up the middle. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Browns at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 4th down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Still going inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Giants, first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the gun, here's Watson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. This is Ford. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
3rd and 10.
Watson now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Back to throw, Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watson. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Cedric Tillman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Jones throw taken in by Ridley here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
16 yards. First down, New York.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Watson, off play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. This one downfield for Tillman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Now Walker. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Drake Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's 3rd and 3.
Third and long.
Here's Walker. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright.
To kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Browns, 1st down.
To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Deontay Banks on the coverage.
Watson looks to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
This is 2nd and 8. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Walker. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gano the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
40, Browns 14. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
36-yard line.
On first down, Watson. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Again, it's Watson. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, 60 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Walker's throw caught by Tony. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Walker. He'll buy some time right. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Walker now. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again, Walker on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.